This is the COSWHEEL GT20 Electric Bike sitting right here in front of me. And honestly, I'm excited to share my real, personal experiences with you in this quick review. If you haven't seen this e-bike before, its design is what catches your eye immediately. Modern, sleek, with a bit of a motorcycle vibe. The thick 20-inch 4-point fat tires and that robust aluminum alloy frame make it pretty clear it's built to handle more than just smooth city streets. I went for the black and yellow style, so it definitely stands out and turns heads whenever I'm out riding. When it arrived, I was actually a little bit anxious because, from my experience, some e-bikes can be a pain to put together. This one came about 85% pre-assembled, which took a lot of the stress off. There's still a bit of building to do. The wheels, handlebars, pedals, those details. But it was all fairly straightforward thanks to the clear instructions and an included tool bag. Honestly, for anybody new to bikes, it might feel a bit intimidating at first, but if you just go step by step, it's manageable. It took me roughly an hour and 15 minutes from unboxing to a completed bike. One of my concerns before buying was actually about battery life and ease of use. I've done a lot of research and I watched plenty of videos about e-bikes, and something that kept coming up was how some batteries don't hold up to what's promised or are tricky to remove and charge. The COSWHEEL GT20 comes with a high-capacity, removable 48-volt 25-hour battery, which is all certified for safety. I was happy to see that the battery arrived partially charged, but I still topped it up before my first ride. They claim you get about 83 to 93 miles on a full charge if you use pedal assist, and even with throttle-only mode, you'll have plenty of range. Maybe it won't hit the highest numbers in really challenging conditions, but from my experience with about 4 solid rides at top speeds, the battery meter hasn't even dipped much yet. This bike is fitted with a 1500 rated, brushless rear hub motor that offers strong performance. Now, if you're new to the e-bike world, brushless means it runs quieter, with less maintenance, and it gives you a quick response when you hit the throttle. You actually get 2 sets of keys, one to unlock the battery and another to start the bike. I find that a neat touch, making it feel even more like a real electric motorcycle. Now about that throttle. It uses a twist grip instead of a push button. Some other e-bikes, including the one my wife owns, use thumb throttles which, in my opinion, feel less natural and can get tiring over longer rides. The twist throttle here is intuitive and smooth. Speed-wise, I've gotten it up to about 29 or even brushing 30 miles per hour on flat ground, which is pretty zippy for an e-bike, and climbing moderate hills is no problem thanks to its 80 Nm torque. That just means it's got plenty of power to accelerate quickly, even going uphill. I spend a lot of time biking with my family, mostly on local streets, but I've taken the GT20 onto some light trails too, and those fat tires give loads of grip and confidence. There were a couple of reviews online mentioning problems with the tires, but from my experience, they came fully inflated, haven't lost any pressure, and have handled just fine. I agree with some other users. They aren't top-tier tires and probably could be upgraded if you plan to do a lot of off-roading, but for regular city, suburban, and light off-road use, they're solid. A big point for me is comfort. This bike comes with a suspension system, both front and rear. Going over bumps, potholes, or rougher patches actually feels smoother than I expected. However, I've got to be honest, the seat is one thing I wish was better. It's a decent size, feels sturdy, but after a couple miles, it gets uncomfortable. I wouldn't call it painful, but it's definitely not something I'd want to spend a whole day sitting on. I've looked at replacement seat options, and it seems like a common thing people upgrade on these bikes. For shorter rides or commutes, it's manageable. Riding position is another thing to think about. The handlebars are wide and feel solid, but the design leans you a little forward. For me, it's okay. I don't commute long distances, so for riding around with my family or doing errands, it works well enough. If you plan on taking this on longer daily trips, you may want to test it out first to see if you like the riding posture. The brakes are hydraulic disc, which is a major upgrade over a lot of other e-bikes I've tried. They stop quickly, don't squeak or grab, and I've felt secure riding in wet conditions as well. Safety features feel well thought out here. You get a bright LED headlight, tail light, and even turn signals. No need for any DIY add-ons. Even the horn is surprisingly loud. There's an LCD display right next to your hand that shows your battery level, speed, assist mode, and distance. It's clear, visible, and pretty simple to understand even if you're new to e-bikes. There's also a Shimano 7-speed gear system, which is what you'd find on most mid-tier bikes, making it easy to adjust pedaling effort depending on terrain. Personally though, I hardly use the pedals. The main reason I bought the GT20 was for throttle-only riding so I can keep up with my kids or zip around for fun. The pedal assist system does work if you want that extra workout, but I treat the pedals as a backup more than anything. As for maintenance, from my experience, it's all the basics. Wipe down the frame, keep your battery topped off, and check the tire pressure every now and then. The battery is easily removable, which makes it really convenient to charge inside if you don't have a power outlet in your garage or storage area. Now, if you're wondering who this bike is really for, here's my take. It's perfect for adults who want a mix of powerful performance and versatile use, but who don't want the hassle of a huge electric motorcycle. It works great for everyday commuting, casual rides with family, weekend adventures, and even light trails. It definitely weighs more than a traditional bike, about 99 pounds with the battery attached, according to the specs, so it's not something I'd want to carry upstairs or toss in the back of a small car, but it's manageable once you're rolling. From my experience, the only real drawbacks are the weight and the seat comfort. If you're not worried about lifting the bike up frequently, and you plan on using it mostly for city commuting or short outdoor adventures, those shouldn't be deal breakers. In conclusion, I'd recommend this for anyone looking to upgrade from a basic e-bike to something with a lot more power and features, but without jumping straight into full-size electric motorcycles. The COSWHEEL GT20 Electric Bike delivers strong acceleration, reliable battery life, and plenty of comfort for day-to-day use. It's fun to ride, feels safe, and aside from the seat, hasn't really had any big negatives for me. I will leave all the information about the COSWHEEL GT20 Electric Bike in the comments. I hope to see you again in the following videos.